Hey all, the after chat. If you want a link, just either email me nightstrike1@gmail.com or just go ahead and just poke me on gun channels or whatnot. I'll give you a link either way. So there we go. Who we got out there right now? I don't know if we have anyone out there because Matt just ended just a second ago. Right now I'm working on GunTube, so yeah, I got an update. Well, I did not know all that shit had happened yesterday because I was busy. I had a couple meetings for GunTube yesterday. I was talking to a lawyer on a couple things on how and which way I should go with GunTube. I was talking to an accountant. And before you ask, yes, an accountant. And then I was talking to a potential investor and laying it out for him as well. But I think what I'm going to do for GunTube, guys, is this next week I'm gonna start an Indiegogo campaign, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay out what all I need and why I need it, because this stuff, to start this off, this stuff isn't cheap, dude. Oh man, this stuff isn't cheap. We're taking advantage. Technically, right now, everybody who has videos on YouTube, we're taking advantage of YouTube and Google by far. But remember, because we're taking advantage of their service, you're actually, if you look at the YouTube standard license, or if you look at the their terms of service, you actually lose some of your copyrights to your videos. Some of the rights to your videos you lose because you're using the YouTube standard license, or you won't lose them if you do the Creative Commons license. But again, they may forfeit those rights to your videos once they decide to remove you from YouTube. So if you can, I would recommend, if you do videos right now on YouTube, I'm going to highly recommend you guys go and get between a 1 and 4 terabyte external hard drive. You can get them from Costco. You can get them from Price Club. Not Price Club. What was it? Sam's Club. That's what. Sam's Club. You can get them from, hell, you can get them from Walmart. You can get them from Best Buy, Office Depot, Office Max. One of those stores that sells technology stuff. Just get an external hard drive. Go into your creator. What is it? Let me look at YouTube real quick. Go into your creator studio. Go into your video. I think it's Video Manager. Okay, and it'll show you the list of your videos. There'll be a little.
Get up and stop working.
Sorry. There'll be a down arrow next to your video, and it'll be download MP4. I got people in the background. They're yelling at each other. All right. Who wants a link? Let's see. Emails. Where's email? No. But yeah. That doesn't, at Night Strike, that doesn't download HD though, does it? Actually, depending on what format your video is in, whether you upload it in 1080, whether you upload it in 1080 or 720, it should stay in that same format. But again, remember, it will be encoded. They can encode and compress it into a different codec and format. Usually, it's like if you upload it as an AVI, or I think one of those other formats, if YouTube allows that, it'll encode it into MP4, and I'll use a different codec. And all this is just technical mumbo jumbo. CloverTac will get this. So there we go. You know what? Let's just let the masses in. Forget it. If anybody I need to kick out, I'll kick out. But, here. There's a link. That should work. There. Anyone can jump in if they want. Crackle, I'm warning you. You jump in and I hear your parents. There you go. So, click that link that I posted in YouTube. That should work. It works for me. Hey, Sean, jump in here and you'll find out what happened. Now, I'll talk about it on air, but I'm not going to talk about it if you're just going to go and, you're just going to ask questions out in the chat. I can't read everybody's messages because they're coming in way too fast. Let's see if the link works again. Try that again. Try and use that Hangouts link and tell me if that works or not, because I know it works. So, the 5 biggest categories on YouTube are music, gaming channels, gun content, cooking shows, and sports bootlegging. You're also forgetting, there's a lot of celebrities and whatnot. But apparently YouTube's getting rid of all the gun content. They're getting rid of the manufacturers. They don't want to see the manufacturers stuff. They'll take their money for ads, but they don't want to see their videos on YouTube, which doesn't make any sense. How can you take money for ads but not want them to have a channel and content? I don't know. I don't know how that works. All right. I'll just... On snake, you must not step. Hmm? There you go. Yeah. Tech is huge on YouTube as well. All right. I'll send a few links out. Shut up. I did say message me on gun channels too, by the way. Just saying. Crackle, I'll give you a link, but you've been warned, kid. You have been warned. In triplicate. So. Russ, do I have your email? I might. Let's see, Russ. No, I do not have your email, Russ. So, Sean. Let's see. Pardot. Over. What else? Anybody else out there want one? Rick's out there. One to Rick. Gary's out there. All right, Russ, if you're out there on the gun channel side, I'll give you a link there. So.
Yeah, I'm already in here. I don't know what people are talking about. The link works fine.
Well, then people are... I don't know. their things are messed up. But I sent some emails out. Their links out there. Ben, be prepared. If you say something stupid or wrong, I reserve the right to boot your ass. There we go. Ben, be prepared. And Rick, turn the video off. You're already in the video.
Oh yes, yeah, I know.
I gave Clovertech a link. Gives a Gary a link. Who else wants to
be infringed?
Shall not be infringed. No step on snake. What else? Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, we got a party going on, y'all.
Wow, that sounds bad.
Who let the chicken in?
Hey.
Well, it's Gary. You know, it's the Cluckster.
Ain't no party like a Gizzard Gary party, y'all.
This is true.
Sean Putter says, "Oh shit, the long lost Crackle." Sean, you've got a link. Get your ass in here. Stop being, a keyboard warrior.
Return of Crackle.
11 Junior.
He's muted.
You're muted, so you can't.
Oh, yo, come on! I got a mic this time.
There you go.
See, look.
Yeah.
It actually works on my phone. It's unbelievable.
Oh, Ghost is out there. I got to get a link to Ghost. I sent a link to Clover and Ghost, but I don't know if you guys got it. So do it again. I have to. I hear crackling.
It's not me. Get in here, Midnight.
Do I have to give him a link too? Jeez. How many people need links? Jeez.
Midnight's too big for us now. He's almost 3-bit.
he's almost a 3-bit fry cook. Oh my.
So, who feels hopeless after yesterday?
We're not talking about it right now.
Oh, we're not?
No, we're not.
Oh.
That wasn't what this is about.
Yeah, some of us are trying to smile today.
Yeah, because I have good news, and Matt just completely didn't read my good news on the side chat. So that's why I'm doing it before the after chat today. Just so we have something nice to talk about. So I swear, you try and bring us down, Crackle, I'm booting your ass.
All right, yo, I'm just moving my phone right here. All right.
All right.
That's all I'm doing.
Sean, I don't believe that at all. You hardly ever go to gun shows.
Ben is the Crackle.
The Crackle is real. Mute yourself.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, there we go.
Ben is the Crackle.
The Crackle is real. I'm getting feedback. Mute yourself.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, there we go.
Ben is the Crackle.
The Crackle is real.
Unleash the Crackle.
Mute yourself. Ghost, we're getting feedback from you. Delayed. There we go. All right. Gary, what's going on with you?
What is going on? Well, really not a whole lot. I'm just up and around seeing what's going on Sunday morning. Just got out of Matt's chat, and that's about it. Just trying to find where the party is. Hopefully this is it. I don't know.
This is a party, and it's not. I mean, I am working on GunTube in the background as we speak, because the live streaming is working, but it doesn't want to show the video. I mean, you can stream to it, and once you're done streaming to it, it will actually become a regular video, but it won't play the video as it's live. So,
I just do a quick thing. I think Clover sent an email out to a lot of people trying to tell you how to get your lower thirds on through Hangouts through OBS, and obviously I think it's working down there.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it. You
All right,
Too big
sweet.
content
So,
creator, you.
well, I just want to make sure it was working because I'm trying it out, and if it's working, then we get our lower thirds back, which is really cool.
I know you got to self promote. It's cool.
Maybe some people should take a little lesson of self promotion. They might actually grow a little bit.
Oh no, I have. I did. I showed the T-shirt yesterday after you left. The GunTube T-shirt. I took a page out of your self promotion book and I put that on Rich White's show last night. It's like GunTube shirts available now.
I saw that. That was good stuff. I like it.
Oh.
Do you get? You said that's on Spreadshirt.
Yeah, I got it on Spreadshirt. I'm gonna tell you right now. I looked at it and go if you're gonna get GunTube shirts or if you're gonna get any Spreadshirts done, use the premium shirts. They look better. They really do when they print them out. Don't use the cheaper ones. Just use the premium shirts because
Dude, this is how you do that promotion stuff.
Do you see that?
Gary, let me see it.
Oh, wait a minute. I got one more I got to throw on there. Let me.
Where's your hit or miss sticker?
Yeah, where's your hit or miss?
I don't have one of those. Somebody never sent me one. I can put my gun channels on.
There you go.
I'm a billboard.
Right. But Ghost, when are you going into Tulsa? What day are you going to be there?
I'm going to go in Friday morning. I'm going to leave here around 6 in the morning, which puts me into Tulsa about 9:30. That's kind of about what time I got there last time, and Gina and I had breakfast. So I'm assuming maybe all of us can have breakfast at that that one little diner is awesome. And J.M. Davis opens up at 10, so I'll get there between 9 and 9:30.
Are we allowed to go there on a Friday?
Go where?
To J.M. Davis, or do we just go there on
Go
Saturday?
from 10 to 5.
But I thought it was Saturday and Sunday this year. Or this?
So Wanamaker is Saturday and Sunday. J.M. Davis is Friday. The
Oh,
museum.
You're right. Brain fart.
Yeah, no, it's good. No. J.M. Davis, the museum will be on Friday, and Wanamaker is Saturday and Sunday.
Good. All right, so we're gonna bring everybody back up to speed. I was working on GunTube yesterday, so I didn't get to hear about all this crap that went on yesterday until after it was over. Because yesterday I was busy talking to a lawyer, I was busy talking to an accountant, and also talking to investors. Some guys that wanted to throw some money towards GunTube. So I was looking at all that. And yeah, productive day. And I got the GunTube t-shirt, so it was a good day yesterday for me. I know shit was sucking all around the world, but at least I didn't have that bad a day.
Well, I mean, what did we all expect from yesterday? Let's be honest about it. Was anybody here not expecting it to be a bad day? I mean, let's call it what it is. It was, nationwide, probably close to 2 million people. I mean, it's probably 2 million people nationwide. We're at respective capitals or in Washington.
Right.
And I mean, did we honestly expect that even if we did show up to our state capitals and do an anti-rally or whatever, do you think that was going to be successful? I mean, I think it's great, but I mean, let's just be real about it. There was nothing that we were going to do yesterday that was going to help the issue, and it was going to be a bad day regardless. That's reality. I mean, it sucks, but we can't let it get us down. We just have to sit there and say it happened. We can't fight that. What we can do is from today moving forward is figure out what our message collectively is going to be and try to figure a way to get our message out there and be consistent on that message. So, I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to just say it never happened. It did happen, but it was going to happen regardless. And it was a bad day. There's no doubt about it, but we can't let that keep us back and say, well, you know what? It's late. It's too late now. They've already got all the momentum. Well, do they? I mean, do they really? We've had one state sign off on some stuff. You had the president do an executive order. But it doesn't mean that we can't fix stuff. It doesn't mean we can't change anything. We've got to stay vigilant. We got to stay consistent, and we got to come together on one centralized message. And I think I'll tell you what I did see yesterday that was awesome is there was a ton of hashtag why I carry stuff coming out, and I loved seeing that. So kudos to everyone who did a why I carry.
Yeah. You're crackling.
Seriously? Damn it. You guys can all hear me, right?
Yeah, just mute yourself when you're not talking, all right?
All right. I was just going to say this, you know. I feel like ever since Trump won the election, the gun community got lazy. Just like from what I see on social media, although like Ghost Tactical just said, I did see a lot of, you know, why I carry posts, but I didn't see a lot of I'm going to DC to, you know, stand up for my Second Amendment rights posts on Instagram. I didn't see that at all. I mean,
no good to go to
believe
Washington.
I didn't go. I didn't go. I'm not gonna lie, and I am pretty pissed about it. But did I want to go? You can bet your ass. If I had a way to get there, I certainly would. I live only 45 minutes away from it.
Ben,
But
the
no
problem
one wanted to go with me.
people had gone.
Take a bus.
There would have been a fight for a riot or something, and that's not the message we want to send.
I'm not saying, you know, you really think I want to see the gun community just die and, you know, sit there and not do anything? No.
I'm not saying that either. There's a time and place.
We gotta make our voices heard, though. Going to DC is the best way to do it. Like that's just my opinion.
Yeah, but not at the same time they're doing it. That's what we're trying to get at, you know.
Yeah, yesterday would have if you would have gone and we would have had, let's say we would have had 5,000 people there in Washington yesterday, which would be a pretty good number for last minute attendees. Do you think that would have done the thing? They had 1.5 million people there.
Oh, I know.
And here's a problem is if you saw Early Watches, go check out Early Watches YouTube channel, and Jimmy and G were in Arizona, and they found I would say, I don't know, early 20s looking kid who was kind of doing the Tardot threw me onto it last night, I think it was, and I watched it, and doing kind of one of those louder with Crowder, I'm a pro gun, change my mind thing.
Change my mind. Yeah.
There was that's what I said. There was a gentleman, an older gentleman that was obviously anti-gun, that was absolutely trying to berate this kid. And imagine that on a 1.5 million scale to 5,000. I mean, it would have gotten ugly. And like I said, they're going to have their day. You've got to let them have their day. What is more important is how we react to that, how we counterpunch yesterday. And yes, would it be great to have, 20 million people marching on Washington? Absolutely. It'd be incredible. Is it more realistic to start at a local level? Sure. If we can't even get the 2A Capitol rallies going at a nice rate in a state level, what makes you think that people that are gun people are going to be so emotionally attached to this that they're going to make the trip to Washington? That's why there were so many people in Washington, is they're emotionally attached to some shootings that has happened in the last 6 months. We're not emotionally attached to those. We're emotionally attached to our guns. They're emotionally attached to the presence, the pain, the tragedy. We're not, but you're right. We're not attached to that. We're attached to our rights and all of that. So it's going to be hard to mobilize 1.5 million people to get to Washington. Because here's the thing. If we're going to march on Washington, Ben, the problem we're going to have is if we don't get 1.5 million people there, it's going to be, no matter what is done, no matter what is said, we failed. Because let's sit there and see, they can't get as big a crowd as we can. That's how they're going to play it in the media. So if we're going to do this, I'm all for it. But we better have about 5 million people there. I'm just saying.
I see your point there. But am I guilty for not going to DC? Yeah, I am. Shit.
And who is this guy? And you're crackling again.
Damn it.
Announce yourself, person. All right. There we go.
What new person are you talking about?
It says Brian Nestle or something like that.
Where? Inside the chat?
Join group chat and then left.
I was at it. Anybody?
Yeah. So I saw them pop in and they didn't say anything. They left.
Announce yourself. I love it. Announce yourself.
Announce yourself, damn it.
I wonder if that's a Travi Collective guy.
Is that the Travi Collective guy? Well, good.
I was just looking at participants in the chat. Oh, there he is. Brian Nisi or something like that. Yeah, there he is.
He's not the Travi Collective guy, is he?
No, I don't think so. But there he is. He just posted in the chat.
Trying to join. Okay. Well, good luck. But, Sean was asking about the update. The update's going like this as far as GunTube. I've looked at it. I've talked to a lawyer. I have a couple avenues on GunTube. But what it's looking like, in order to get any sort of funding to get off the ground to start, right now I need to go and start a crowdfunding campaign to generate revenue so that I can get all the hardware and actually start running it. And then, and at the same time, while going to all the investors and advertisers and say, hey, we've got a platform, people are using it, people that will actually will buy your product and want to see your product. Do you want to advertise? So I'm doing all of this at the same time instead of just singularly because, again, I don't want to get into a situation where I start something but I can't keep it running because of I didn't look at getting advertising and getting advertisers or any sort of funding in order to do this and turn into another VidMe where we have to close it after a year. I don't want to get to that point. All right. So, and Sean, as for the whole trade thing, I'll talk to you about that later. So, yes, Ben.
Oh, so you guys have heard about the gun channels going to Pornhub, right? What do you guys think about that?
I think you are too young to be talking about this, young man. You are too
Come
young.
on, we've all been through middle school.
We're not going to talk about it. I'm not going to get in trouble or go to jail for talking to, a minor about that situation. You march your butt out of this chat right now, and then we'll talk about it. That way I can...
Oh, come on. It's a little funny.
I think you are 18, aren't you, Ben?
Yeah, I'm 18.
Yeah, so legally you're good, Night Strike. I want to hear your answer to this.
No, because legally he can't own a gun. So I'm gonna say he has to be 21.
Legally he can own a gun.
I can own an AR for now. I can own an AR.
You know, shotgun.
Well, until you're 21, there in some states you can't do porn until you're 21.
He's not doing porn. He's talking
I'm
porn.
not doing porn.
You can't buy it. Guys, you're killing me. But
thoughts on that? Like,
no.
Anyone?
The answer is just no. Just no. Not here.
Ghost, what do you think?
The answer is no, period.
You really don't think that's a good idea?
I think it's a terrible idea. Which you have absolutely zero base. You have absolutely zero people out there that are going to be interested in that. The only reason why people even brought up the entire website, I'm not even going to say it, but is because they obviously are not going to censor anything. That's the whole reason. But you have to understand, as far as a business move for gun channels, that's probably the worst thing you could ever do. That's not the that's not the audience that you're really going after.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you like find it bad that I'm like I personally I find a lot of humor in that. Like I find a lot of humor in, you know, people going to Pornhub as a platform because, you know, everybody's kicking us off. All the big tech companies pretty much want us exterminated from their platform.
That's not true, Ben. That's not true at all. They don't want us to exterminate. They just want us to play the game. And that's the whole point, that everyone's so doomsday and gloom and doom. Guys, I'm not defending YouTube. Okay, I want to make that very, very clear. But what I'm saying to you is it's the largest platform in the world. And if you care about your brand, if you care about your message of what you're trying to get out to people, then you have to understand that you can go to all these different places. YouTube's where you got to be if you want to get your message out to the masses. So play the game a little bit. Play the game a little bit. You never know what's going to happen 6 months from now. If it gets worse, then yeah, we can always do something else. But what if they sit there and say, you know, these gun guys have actually tried to make a little bit of effort to clean up what they're trying to do and not put the stuff that we really don't want out there, and they've done a really good job at that. So you know what? Maybe we are going to extend them a little courtesy and start promoting their stuff a little bit more. You never know. But as long as we keep telling people on YouTube that YouTube is terrible, do you think we're helping our causes? Do you think jumping to Pornhub is going to help the gun community?
No.
Or are you going to alienate the gun
Probably
community by
not.
saying the whole liberal side is going to sit there and say, not only did we not like the gun people, now they jumped in bed literally and figuratively with Pornhub, a porn site. They're really going to hate us at that point. So, I mean, you have to understand that, and if you're talking about a censorship side of it, then some of those websites, they probably don't care what we put on there. But for the community, is it really a good move? It's a terrible move. And I'm not saying that you're dumb for thinking that. I'm just saying, for someone who is twice your age, more than twice your age, and has been around and seen a lot of stuff, we have to stay the path. We have to be consistent. We have to learn to play the game a little bit, guys. That's the reality of this all. And those that aren't willing to play the game, and that's fine. That's your right and all that. And you wake up one day and your channel's gone. That's on you. It's on you. I'm willing to not put a bump stock on my video. I'm willing to do the couple things that YouTube has asked us not to do in order to get the rest of the 99.9% of my message out to more people. That 0.01% of people that are putting that stuff out there, come on. So that's just my take on it.
I completely agree. We got to be where the public is. If we're not where the public is, we're just. If we're not where the public is, we are, we disappear. So we have to be on YouTube. We have to get our message out. And, if they limit our content, yeah, we'll have GunTube. We can put links over from the YouTube side over to there to watch the actuals, the good stuff. But you still have to be here.
And don't misunderstand what I'm trying to do with GunTube, okay? With GunTube, I'm not trying to go and compete with YouTube. I'm not trying to say, oh, we need to move all over to GunTube and just tell YouTube to fuck off. No, what I'm saying is we just need a place to where we can upload our videos and not have to be afraid about a policy change that may make us have to redo our videos entirely and waste more money on production and just leave their videos up there as they are. Okay? That's the goal of the goal of GunTube is this. It's short and simple, okay? It's for the digital preservation of the Second Amendment. Okay? That's it. Ben, you're crackling again. Language, young man.
Hey, Kettle, have you met Pop before? Just saying.
I have no idea.
Hey, Night Strike. That's for you.
You want to get booted off here?
No, come on, dude. I'm joking.
Watch yourself, kid.
Come on, man.
Watch yourself.
Come on, I'm 18.
Yeah.
I'm not 11 years old. I'm not 4.
Yeah. But Ghost, I know what you're saying.
Reactions tend to sway that way a little bit.
I know what you're saying, and I know some of us are going to just try and work the system. That's great. Some of us may just have our channels on YouTube and do stuff other than guns, and they say, hey, if you want to see all the gun stuff we do, go check out our channel on GunTube. That may be the way we might have to do it in order to get around some of this nonsense. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I don't mind. But again, as I said, I'm not trying to compete with YouTube as GunTube. I'm just trying to create, I hate to use this word because it's a leftist liberal word, but a safe space. And I hate to use that word.
You're trying to give us an alternative place to post. And it's just like everything, we can't just rely on YouTube. You have to diversify your message. You have to be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. There's 17 other ones and GunTube needs to be one of those. GunTube could be a place. What GunTube, in my vision, Night Strike, what it could be is for the gun people that are on YouTube and all these different places that want to not have to worry about getting notifications about the hair and makeup stuff and all of that. It could be a place that they just go and don't have to worry about anything else but the gun videos they want to watch. That's what it is. But it can't be a standalone platform. We've all seen what a lot of them that were much, much bigger and much more well-funded than GunTube is, they fall. So it just needs to be an additional place for us to get our message out. And it's a good place to send people that can focus on, if they want to watch nothing but gun-related videos, then GunTube's your place. You go there and all you're going to find are gun videos. That's what it needs to be marketed as, not as a savior to YouTube.
No, and it's not a savior. It's just, I'm getting, the funny thing is, I'm getting contacted by people I don't even know. And by people that I've never talked to ever in my life. And apparently they just went and did a search on YouTube for GunTube, and they found it. They found GunTube. That's all they did.
Yeah, I see the three as partnerships. Like you got YouTube, which is the community outreach. You have gun channels, which is the community. And then you can have GunTube, which is the hosting for the community. I see all three of them can work together. We don't need to get rid of one or the other. We need to be on all of them. We need to have our tight community on gun channels. We need to have the good stuff on GunTube, and we need to have the outreach on YouTube.
Yeah. So
well said. Well said.
It's just I don't want people to misconstrue the message that I'm trying to put out there for GunTube or get confused about it. I'm trying to be as clear as I can with it, because I know that sometimes people can take things out of context, and that's a bad thing. So, Gary, you can't post your cat videos on GunTube unless the cat is wearing a holster. So if you can get like a holster rig or like, a plate carrier for the cat, then you can post it on GunTube, because that's funny.
All right, all you George fans out there, come defend me now. I know you're out.
because remember, it's not called CatTube, which I wonder if that's a thing. Maybe I should start something. No, absolutely not. No. But
I gotta say something. Hold on. Go to GunTube, because that's the bottom line. Because Russ Carr said so.
All right. Well, there we go. And Russ, it doesn't sound like you're driving today. What happened?
I actually got a day off.
Oh my God! It's a miracle. So. All right, Clover, can you talk yet, or are you still at the range?
I can talk.
Okay. You have anything you want to pipe in and give us your 2 cents?
Not necessarily.
No.
Yeah, nothing I haven't already thrown out there 1,000 times before.
All right. All right. We got people saying don't ban George. Rich White says, Gizzard Gary, you should get George a cowboy outfit. They have holsters on them. That would count.
Who do you think guards my guns when I'm not here?
We have to see them in his. We have to see him in the sheriff outfit.
Yeah, that could happen.
Give him a hat and give him a star. That I'll accept that.
Yeah, but he don't like me pinning stuff on him.
Well, does he have a collar?
Yeah, he's got a collar.
Well, if he has a collar on, he won't mind too much.
He's got one of those collars with spikes on it, doesn't he? A lot.
He don't need no stinking guns. He got claws and teeth.
Well,
he's an attack cat. He slows him down while I get my gun.
Yeah, go, my not so well trained attack cat.
If that 25-pound cat jumps on you, you'd know it.
So
come on, the cat, it becomes a bobcat. I mean, there's got to be a weight thing, and 25 pounds is getting awfully close.
Nick of Earth says you have to include little cowboy boots. Nick of Earth also said at Gizzard Gary, nobody needs an assault kitten.
But it's my constitutional right as an American to have one.
To have an assault kitten?
That's right. To keep and bear armed cats. That's right.
To keep bear armed cats? Okay. I'll accept that.
Oh, Clover's here.
Clover's back.
We got to be good. Clover's here.
Clover's back, and Ben, Mr. Crackle P11 Jr. himself is here.
Yeah, I'm on mobile, so apparently I've got the ghost bug or something on mobile here.
Me. It's the entire mobile system. I'm telling you.
Golly.
Hangouts does not like mobile phones. Thank goodness I'm on my computer today, so.
I did just realize I'm on I think I'm on Wi-Fi. If I am, I need to get on cellular. That might help.
Yeah, turn your Wi-Fi off. So, I have a question for you, Clover and Ghost. You guys have Galaxy S5s, right? Or at least
yes, for cameras, yes.
Yeah. So, I have a Galaxy S5. I use it for my cell phone and my camera and whatnot. I use it for everything. But how do you get around the overheating issue?
I've never had an overheating issue. I've heard you talk about that repeatedly, and I've never had that issue at all. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I took 3 Galaxy S5s to Vegas as cameras and I've never ever had an overheating issue. Maybe your battery, you might want to change a battery out or something.
All right. Maybe that's what I'll do.
Yeah, I've never had an overheating issue either. But my iPhone overheats every day if it gets above 80 degrees.
Really?
Night Strike.
Yes.
Here's the solution. Get a Samsung Galaxy Note 8. Don't worry, it doesn't actually blow up like the Note 7 did.
Yeah, I don't believe that at all.
Dude, I've had mine for about 6 months now, and nothing has happened.
The problem is,
It's a great phone.
I'm on pay-as-you-go internet cellular service, so I would have to outright buy the phone, and I'm not paying the $900 for a phone.
Have you heard of the test drive program? Because that's how I got mine.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You should. Like, it's really worth it. You really should use it or sign up for it or however you.
Yeah, I don't know if my service does that. So
Do you have AT&T as your cell phone provider?
no, I use a pay-as-you-go offshoot of Verizon.
Oh.
So yeah, I got a Verizon S5, so that's probably why mine overheats. Oh well.
Yeah, mine are all AT&T. What is the GM 900A? I think is the models I've got.
Yeah, I'm all AT&T as well, so it might be the difference in networks. I don't know.
Well, there's a difference in the phone. There's a difference in the processor and stuff. I know for a fact because when I was researching it.
Difference, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're comparing a GSM phone to a CDMA phone, so yours is AT&T is GSM, so is T-Mobile. Verizon is CDMA. Different type of cellular service, technically. They use a different system.
You guys are speaking a foreign language.
Nobody cares. It's just, AT&T uses GSM, the GSM system. Verizon uses CDMA. It's just a different type of system. Whereas most of the world, by the way, uses GSM. United States and only like 2 or 3 other countries in the world use CDMA, where everybody else uses GSM. Because we have to be difficult.
Yeah, that's why we never adopted the metric system, which is so much easier.
Not if you were taught the imperial system first, or not. No, it's the United States customary unit system.
Heck, it's easier
it was
even
called
if
the
you was
imperial
taught
system.
that. How can it not be easier to just take away a zero?
Well, some people just don't understand. Ben.
Yes, nice strike.
The crackle is real.
Fuck.
Language,
Yeah,
man.
I know you say the metric system's easier, but if you told me to cut something 6 inches, I know how to cut it. You told me to cut something in centimeters, I wouldn't have a clue how big that is unless I'm actually looking at a ruler.
What about pounds?
Now, see, pounds, as in pound, 16 ounces to the pound. I know that much. But when it came to English money, they changed it over to decimal when it made life a lot easier.
Well, I'm not talking about English money. I'm talking about LBS, not...
pounds.
Yeah.
But then again, see, there's a different... Pounds is 16 ounces to the pound. Everybody knows that. But then you convert that over to metric, it gets difficult for me. Because I learned it the old-fashioned way. And even where I have, I don't know. But over in Europe, when I went back, everything's changing over to the metric. And I find it totally, totally confusing. I don't know why. I just do. But I'm an old boy. I'm a fat old boy, and I'm used to I'm stuck in my ways, I guess. So I don't know. But if people want metric, I guess I would have to learn it. I mean, I watch a lot of British shows on Netflix and stuff, and you hear them talking in meters and centimeters and all this. It gets me totally confused. It really does. Everybody knows a yard is 3 feet.
Right.
What's so difficult about it? But a meter is just over 3 yards, isn't it? Or just under? I can't remember which way it goes now.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you want
to get?
You're leaving, Russ?
No, I was going to say I have to get naked to measure stuff. So, you know.
We don't need to know that. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
A meter is longer than a yard.
That's what I thought. Just slightly longer. You know. Yeah. I mean, like which is strange. I mean, it's strange. Even like in guns, we got. I mean, barrel is done by millimeter, right? Is how it's measured?
I think the metric system measures in millimeters. We measure in inches.
Yeah. So, but what I'm saying, but all guns are measured in millimeters, right?
No, the caliber is still by the inch. 40 calibers is 400 thousandths of or 4 thousandths of an inch.
Okay, so in the mix, because now you have 10 millimeter, right?
Of an inch. Well,
So,
10 millimeters, 10 millimeter and 40th of an inch are the same thing.
You mean 0.4 inches?
Yeah, the 40th of 1 inch. Yeah.
There, see, you confused me already. You know. But then again, say you're an athlete, right? You do the one. I mean, is it still the 100-yard dash, or they changed it?
Depends on where you run. I know for us, we go to matches all the time. You got to be before you get back into. You better read the rules, for that particular match, because we went to matches before, shot like silhouette, let's say, and some of them are out to 100 yards, and then some of them are out to 100 meters. And once you're talking 100, the difference is significant. Your scope or your sights are not going to be on that far with a 22.
Yeah. See, so we need to have, the country needs to have one standard, I feel.
All right, here's the problem. I work in the machinist world, and we use a percentage of an inch. And so you would do 40. If someone yells at you, what's the measurement of this? You'd yell 40%. Means 40% of 1 inch. So,
God.
Oh, it gets real damn confusing, because you would do 1 plus a half, and that's not 1.5 inches. It's 1 plus 1/2 of 1%. And the language gets really, really incredibly weird. The reason why machinists do that is because everything from different countries is laid out differently. So then you remeasure everything, and everything is done in 1% of 1 inch.
Damn.
That's confusing.
That is confusing. So
I'm totally lost now. But I'm going to change the subject back to cell phones. I have a Verizon S7, and if I'm using the camera on it or anything like that, mine gets hot, but it doesn't overheat. You can feel you can pick it up and you can feel it is hot, but I have never had it overheat on me. So yours actually shuts down. That's right.
What?
Does your phone actually shut down, or is it just hot to the touch?
It's finicky. I may need to get a new phone, but right now I'm just gonna try.
My S7 gets hot to the touch if I use it for a camera for a long time.
Yeah,
it doesn't shut down or anything.
If you're gonna use that, Tulsa will be the test, and then if you decide you're gonna use that, get online. I've got 2, and I paid well under $100 for both of them, and I'm actually running the S5 as my phone now too. So, you can pick up an extra, maybe one that isn't so prone to overheating. Just use that as use that one as your phone.
Right.
That way you don't have that problem on a day-to-day basis, and then just alternate them out when you go to film.
I might look at that.
Can I say something? because something just came up on my mind.
Okay.
So I remember 2 years ago now going to my local AT&T store in the mall, and you know those Magpul phone cases that have the texturing of the PMag on the cases. I asked them, I asked the AT&T store I went to, if they had any, and they said they actually don't sell military products. So,
For what?
what do you think? Oh, the Magpul phone cases, because they make gun accessories.
Do they actually make
So-
phone cases?
Yeah, they're nice though. It's made out of recycled plastic, and it's so hard to flex. It's not like you can flex it, but it's not going to snap at all. They're built very well. I would highly recommend getting one.
Well, that's the whole point of a phone case, is for it to have some type of flex, because what it's doing is protecting the phone. So it's the case itself has to have the plastic in there or whatever, has to have some type of give. That's why a lot of them have the rubber boot that goes on first, and then the plastic goes on the outside. It gives that extra cushion to them.
I have one of those cases on my phone, and I don't really like it. It feels kind of cheap, because with my case, I can almost take it out, and I don't like that. But I guess if that's how they're all made, then it is what it is.
I've watched a bunch of different drop tests and stuff with cases, and bottom line is having some type of a case, even if it's one of those just little clip-on, clamp-on, whatever type, that's plastic, is still way better than having nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But you also, are you got a case on yours, Night Strike?
I do not. The case I had on it died because I had one of those OtterBox cases, the Ultra Duty one, and I lost the ability to do anything but turn the phone on and off.
Yeah, what I was going to say is, because even with all these cases, talking about phone heating up, the air's got to get the hot air has got to release somewhere, and if your case has got to be made to do that,
right?
It's got to have some kind of vent in it, or where the hot air can escape. Just like a computer has a little fan on it to keep it cool,
Right. So, oh boy.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, it's lunchtime.
It is.
And I'm getting hungry. I've been sitting here. I've been listening to the new Alex Jones, Never Enough Ammo this morning. And
I thought I was Alex Jones. Damn it. I need to up my game.
No, I think that was Rock Humper.
Yeah.
Shall not be in
Rock Humper's the one that says Alex Jones is a patriot.
Yeah.
Which where did that even come from?
That came from the story time.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to drop out and get some lunch. I appreciate you inviting me in there, Night Strike. It was nice. Good talking to you all, and I will catch you all later on.
Say hi to our friendly neighborhood anti-gunner.
I will.
Hey, I have plenty of those.
All right. So do I, living here behind enemy lines. So I will talk to you guys later.
Later, Rick.
Hey, Rick.
See ya.
So.
Hey, where did Ghost go? He hasn't been here in a little bit.
Here. They're still here, so.
Oh, he just muted his mic.
He's a ghost.
What's going on out there in the chat? Let's see who's out there in the chat. And then, I don't know. How long did we run this? Almost an hour? Yeah.
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, it's been about an hour. I might run it for a
Wow.
few more minutes and then kill it early. I can't do a 2 or 3 hour chat today.
Yeah, I gotta get and go see my mom and get back here before 5 o'clock.
So,
Evidently, they want me to host an early watch chat later on today. So.
well,
They're gonna try to get all the early watch channels together for a early watch chat later on today.
yeah, no, I've got the emails.
Oh, that's right. You're in on them too.
Yeah.
Well, I think they've talked me into hosting it.
The cat's out of the bag. Early watch SC is Night Strike. But
Oh,
when I move away from SC, I'm giving the account to somebody else
how come?
because I don't want to deal with it again. Because once I'm out of SC, thank God.
Oh, well, where are you going?
I don't know. I'm just saying, if I ever move from SC, I'm giving that away.
Unless you get stranded in Tulsa, then you'll be really watching UK, I guess.
Wow.
I'm just kind of curious. Like,
You might decide you like it so much you stay.
No. Clover, you got your mic on. There you go. All right. Yes, Ben. What do you have?
what are you going to Tulsa for? I'm not exactly clear on what you're going there for. Is it some sort of
It's
like
the Wanamaker
big...
Gun Show, the world's largest gun show.
Oh, really?
Yes. Also, the J.M. Davis Firearms Museum. I think it's the largest firearms museum in North America. Is there too?
Oh, I see why you want to go so bad.
It's going to be pretty cool.
I'm not sure on the J.M. Davis. I think it's the largest in North America. I'm not sure.
It's the largest private firearms collection in the world.
There you go. There we go.
I'm just kind of curious. How long do you think it's going to take for Military Arms Channel to get kicked out of the NRA annual meeting this year? I think it's going to happen in less than a minute. They're going to see him and then throw him right out.
I don't know.
That's my prediction.
I don't know if he's even going to go. I don't know if he'll even say anything. Because a lot of these guys say they're this and that, but when it comes to actually doing anything, they're like, yeah, all they are is a public figure on YouTube. When it comes to actually doing something, then you have shit that happens where you got Demo Ranch not even responding to Yankee or Clovertac.
Well, but here's the deal with all that. Here's what you got to realize, and there's a lot of folks out there that don't understand this. You've got a lot of these content types that drum up drama. That's just good for business. It's good to come out and gloom and doom and this and that and blah blah blah.
Right.
But when it comes down to it, when you walk into a meeting with the NRA, they don't act like that. They're calm, they're collected. They're doing that to please their crowd. They're preaching to the crowd. It's the same as the politician that gets up and says, "Let's make America great again," and then does whatever the heck he wants. It's the same play. You don't cater to one crowd like you do to the other. So, I don't know that he'll get kicked out. He may get in there and actually have a productive conversation, and who knows what'll come out of it. Probably not a whole lot of nothing, in my opinion.
Who knows, though? He has been very vocal lately, so I do see some promise in that, but we just have to wait and see. We still have another month to go before the Dallas NRA annual meeting, so we'll just have to see.
And here's the one thing.
Well, I want Ben to explain something to me real quick, because
go for it.
I look at things from a different perspective and talk to different people. So it's interesting when you talk to somebody that's not, inside the creator influencer bubble. So what I'm curious about, Ben, is what you just said there about what Tim has been saying. What's your take? What has he been saying? I want to know what you get out of the message he's been putting out the last couple of months.
Oh, yesterday on I'm not sure if you're on Instagram, but on Instagram you can do live videos, and he actually decided to go and pretty much film what he saw, kind kind of like a before, during, and after his protest at his local. I think it was at his state capital or town hall or something, and then he was just going on this whole session on his way back, and I'm trying to think of the right way to put this together here. Oh yeah, he went on this whole tangent like the NRA does not care about our rights. I will go to Dallas or something, and then pretty much just the usual screw the NRA type BS. How serious is he? Only time will tell. I certainly hope he is vocal, though.
I didn't see that admittedly, but I know that less than a month ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, something like that, it was around about the time he had the strike issues. I know he was in on a video, and it was just the last little portion of that video he had. I believe it was on Patreon. But he actually spoke. I don't want to say that he spoke highly of the NRA, because he certainly didn't do that. But he talked about, working with the NRA to change the NRA and that sort of stuff. It was a lot milder speech than he ever has given toward the NRA.
Hopefully it all goes well if he decides to do something. I kind of hope he does, because, if they're gonna keep playing this game of just selling our rights down the river and creating a fear campaign to make people give them money, they're probably gonna continue to lose members. I think after the Las Vegas shooting, I think I heard something that they lost over 1 million members or something. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's just what I've heard, like on social media, YouTube. But
hey, I'm at the range, so I got to bail. I'll see you guys in a few hours.
Later, Clover.
See ya.
peace.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not against Mac. I'm not against anyone. It's just, I think he'll. I don't know him personally. I just know of him. I've never spoken with him, so I cannot say with 100% certainty what he's going to do. I know he probably won't. What I know of him, he won't go and get himself kicked out of the NRA annual meeting. He will probably poke and prod like he normally does. He'll be calm and collected, but again, I don't understand why he would be wasting his time with the NRA when they've proven that they don't give a damn.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, I think he's smarter than that. But again, I believe he mentioned that he's a life member, isn't he?
Yeah. I believe so.
I think he's a life member. I'm not sure. I think beyond that, if I'm wrong, go. Okay, great. I'm wrong. I'll admit it.
Yeah, but he just bought that life membership last year.
Yeah, but because he's a life member, that means unfortunately he's committed to that because you can't get your money back from that. So he does a lot of good things and he does a lot of good videos. But again, he is just one man out of many. Yes, he's got a lot of following, but he's one man. I'm only one man. Gizzard Gary's one man. But again, will the NRA listen? Maybe.
I doubt it.
I hope. Will the NRA do anything? I don't know. I doubt it. So, I just hope that his full 30 thing works out for him because depending on what's going on with YouTube, he may have to be doing all of his content on full 30. Because for those of you that don't know, Mac Military Arms Channel, he's the guy that started full 30, or he has an investment in full 30, I believe. It's one of the two.
He has an investment.
So
he has an investment, and he's one of the founding members.
So
Yeah, I think he's really our. He's in a way he really is pretty much our leader in the fight to reform the NRA. Because that it just has to happen. Someone has to.
The problem is we can't
reform them.
What we can do is probably get more people into the board, and quite possibly, if once we can do that, maybe, and this is a maybe here, get a different president that will actually do stuff. But again, after what happened, what was it, in the 70s, I don't believe we can write out just do a takeover again, because they fixed that. You can't do that anymore.
Oh no.
So if that's the case, if we cannot change the board, if we cannot get a different president, if the NRA continues its path, we have to diversify and invest in other pro Second Amendment groups, like the Second Amendment Foundation, like the Gun Owners of America, the NFA Freedom Alliance. Those kinds of groups we need to get more traction in to try and combat some of this stuff, because the NRA, unless there's an outright ban on the Second Amendment, the NRA is not going to move an inch.
Yeah, and they're going to be even more compromising at that point. Look at where they are now.
Right.
They've practically compromised all our rights away, all pretty much for good at this point. I mean, we gotta face it here. We're screwed.
I'm gonna say this right now. If you're an NRA member and you're not a member of the GOA, the Second Amendment Foundation, or even the NFA Freedom Alliance, go and join the GOA first. If you can join the Second Amendment Foundation too, perfect. But if you can also help out the NFA Freedom Alliance, please do so, because we need to get some traction to get these groups with enough members where we actually get heard again, instead of letting all these kids who can't even vote, who don't have the right to vote, 2 don't have the right to buy firearms now, and 3 are being used by political bigwigs and corporate interests to control America.
Mm-hmm.
We need to combat.
What else just came to mind? I just remembered something that's very critical here. Night Strike.
Go for it.
Fuck.
I'm muting myself because I got background noise, so keep going.
Oh, okay. I don't really mind. So in my state where I live in, central Maryland, the NRA has kind of a monopoly on the ranges around here, like in the Annapolis area. At a lot of these ranges, especially the local, like mom and pop ones, you have to be an NRA member just to get in.
Okay, well, at that point, if you have to be an NRA member, I'm going to tell you right now, for those situations, don't give them as much money as you can. Don't pay the full $35. Do what I did, because I was testing the waters. Only give them the $10, because they don't. Most of those places don't say what membership level you have to be, just that you have to be an NRA member. So just give the NRA $10. Give them the minimum amount of money to be a member and be done with it, because quite honestly, they don't deserve your money in the first place. But unfortunately, you have to be part of that group, in order to get into your ranges, or to continue doing what you do to help, teach children or be an instructor. Just do the bare minimum is what I'm willing to tell you. But support the GOA and the Firearms Policy Coalition, the Second Amendment Foundation, and the NFA Freedom Alliance if you can, because we need these groups. These groups are going to be the groups that will help us, get out of this, because the NRA isn't going to lift a finger. They haven't lifted a finger.
And I mean,
I'm not so sure.
I really haven't seen.
Trump weren't the final nail in the coffin that finished off the bump stock ban. I'm not so sure. That there's like, yeah, go ahead. We'll go along with you. Just don't ban anything else. I'm not so sure those late night meetings weren't in support of the bump stock ban, because quite honestly, I don't believe a damn word Wayne LaPierre says.
You really can't trust any of them at the top of the NRA. That's the thing. But then, I go on and tell people, like people I know, like in my school, that that they're just using the same cliche statements, like the NRA has blood on their hands, and it's like, well, if you actually look at it, look at all the gun control type shit that you're going and supporting. That's all backed by the NRA. The 1934 NFA, 68 Gun Control Act, AWB 1994. It's all been backed and supported fully by the NRA. And they just don't. I don't know.
Hey, Gary,
something else that just kind of came to mind.
Yeah. Are the Taurus 1911s any good?
I think so. They're pretty decent. Little 1911. It's got a lot of features on it. It's got the ambidextrous safety on it. It's got the Novak sights. So it's not exactly a base model by any means. It's got the skeletonized trigger, skeletonized hammer. It's pretty well built, at least I think. Now it's the only one.
Oh, here's a tough question. Oh.
So I don't have.
Here's a tough question.
Yeah.
Franklin Armory retardation or Glocktimus Prime? Which would you rather have?
The Reformation.
You'd really take the. I mean, at least Glocktimus Prime has some practicality behind it.
Ben, you haven't
ultra.
My podcasts and my shows enough to know that I'm not a Glock fan. I don't want no folding Glock. I'm sorry. I'd rather take.
They're both stupid.
Over the Glocktimus Prime.
Oh damn. I kind of agree with you. I think the retardation is a great FU ATF gun. I think that's sort of the market that Franklin Armory is in right now. They're in this sort of FU NFA or FU ATF market, which is about damn time. Even though, most of the things they do have no practical purpose. They're just solely for defying the ATF.
At midnight range, fuck you. I am way too young to be Ben's father.
I'm old enough to be his grandfather.
Well, that's right, but listen, I'm 34. Ben's 18. I would have had, if I was Ben's father, and I'm not saying I would have been, but if I had been, I would have been 16.
You ever been to Maryland?
Oh, hey, I live there. It's a shithole. I want to get out.
Well, good luck. So, I just want to make that.
I'm 40 years older than he is.
What? You're 4 years older than what?
40 years older than Ben is.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm
not Ben's father. That's Travis P11.
I got stories older than you.
Yeah, how did that joke even come about anyway? I still don't know how that came about.
Because his microphone used to crackle and yours did, and
I know the crackle. The crackle joke I understand, but was it Crackle P11 Jr.? I don't get it.
Well, because at one point we called Travis Crackle P11, and then it was like, it's Crackle P Senior. Then you became Crackle P11 Jr. It was hilarious. So,
I see now.
Then the nicknames,
you should have heard.
They're just being funny. That's why I'm stuck with Jonas. I don't like Jonas. I don't like being called Jonas, but I'm stuck with it. So just get out, Ben. Just assume the position and just take it like a man.
So, is your real name Jonas, or is that something that they just
No,
call you because they know you don't?
It's not Jonas.
Oh, okay.
And now that I've said my real name is Michael, I know someone's gonna make the Knight Rider reference.
Oh God.
Gary got the joke.
Yeah, what is that joke?
The Knight Rider reference.
Knight
old.
Rider.
I'm old. Gary's old.
Huh?
Oh my God. Oh. No, don't worry about it. You don't know what it is? That's fine. We're good. We're good. I don't have to explain it. All right. I think we're about done here.
This went better than I thought, honestly. I thought it would have gone a lot worse.
All right, guys. We're going to head out this morning. Midnight Range got the joke. All right, so we're
not Michael.
By the way, I can't see the chat right now on YouTube. I don't have it open.
I need to make my lights flash while I talk. That would be cool.
So we'll see you later, guys. Take it easy. We'll see you probably on Monday for match chat. Those of you that watch Roll Call's channel, probably this evening at like 11 or 12 at night, we'll do rant and rave with Roll Call and Strike. So that's what's going on tonight. So we'll see you guys next week. Take it easy.
See ya.